Now, a couple things. This dimension right here on the back side, if I go to my top view, you can see that dimension's there. I'd really like that to be on the left view with some of the other ones. So if you select a dimension, and you'll notice it has a specific 3D orientation to it. If you click a dimension like that and hit the tilde key on your keyboard, you can see that it's attached to the top annotation view, and you can actually move it, for example, to the left. So now if I go to my left view, you see that value is there along with some of my other ones. This allows you to kind of move things around, very much like you did in the drawing. And in fact, what we're really doing here is we're setting up drawing views that we're going to use later. Now, in the case of annotation views, you can use them to hide and show and kind of organize things in 3D, but my plan is to actually send out a 3D model with annotations on it. That's called MBD, or Model-Based Definition. This is an extra license of SOLIDWORKS that goes beyond the main SOLIDWORKS license. Everything I've showed you so far is in SOLIDWORKS everywhere, but this MBD, which is just it's an affordable add-on license, gives you the ability to save 3D views, and among other things. So with these 3D views, what you're doing is you're just like you're dragging a view out of the view palette and then adding dimensions to it. These 3D views capture the view, capture any annotations that are visible on that, and displays them for you. So here's the top view. This one actually has a section view. When I captured this view, I had the section view enabled. That means that this view is always going to have a section view. Here's the left view, and now it displays this value, which it would not have earlier because it's only got the annotation view visible. So let's do this. Let's go and create a view that shows the die-cast version. Right? I want people to at least see, for reference, I want them to see what the die-cast looks like. So if I was creating a drawing view, I would switch the configuration of the view and drag it out into the sheet. I'm just going to say capture 3D view. I'm going to say die-cast version is my view name. And then I can choose which view annotation views are visible. In this case, I don't have any annotation views in this configuration that I need to worry about. And there we go. And so this thing allows me to very quickly create what is effectively a drawing in 3D. The only difference is these don't have to fit on paper. I don't have to scale them up or scale them down because my paper is too big or too small. I don't have to space them out more or less because I've got so many annotations, right? I don't have to worry about that. If I want to try to avoid a second page, you may omit or you may crowd a drawing. Well, I can come in and create individual annotation views for any purpose I want. So for this part, I might make an annotation view for the rough machining of the outside that's on the front view, and then I make another one for the detail interior features. And I can make them both basically front-oriented, but they have different view annotations visible on each one.